Manual deal is a window that allows us to manually open or close trades. Deal formula is a very important part of manual deal, and that is why we need to take a little time to make sure we understand it, because it is a part of every action within the matras platform. To start with, mini lots determine how big of a position we want to open. If we put a value of 1, you trade 1 mini lot. Pip profit determines at what profit the position closes. If you put in a value of 100, for example, your position will be closed when the price will go up 100 pips plus spread in the desired direction from the opening price. Pip profit determines at what price will the limit order be set. Stop loss determines at what loss the position should be closed. Entering a value of 150 means that if the price goes 150 pips in the opposite direction the trade closes, stop loss determines at what price the stop order will be set. We can also manage an open position in other ways. We can secure our profit or close just few positions and let the other run. Profit stop determines at what profit we secure the open position. So if, for example, we set the value of 50, after a move of 50 pips plus spread in our direction, we will secure the open position. The value stop gap determines where we place our profit stop. In other words, it is the gap between the current price and securing order. If we use a value of 10, for example, the stop would be placed 10 pips from the current price. If we open a long position, the stop will be placed 10 pips under the current price. In a short position, it would be 10 pips above the current price. In this example, after reaching a 50 pips profit, the stop would move to 10 pips below the actual price, which secures us 40 pips. Subsequently, we can choose whether we want to use a static or trailing stop. Static stop is there until it is filled or until the position is closed otherwise, for example by reaching the pip profit. Trailing stop moves with the price, which allows us to reach bigger profits while the position remains secured. We can choose a classic trailing stop, which means that if the price moves 1 pip, the trailing stop moves 1 pip with the stop gap remaining the same. The second option is to use the advanced trailing stop, where the stop gap increases. If the price goes our way, the stop gap gets larger and thus protecting our positions against minor drawdowns in the market. If we set, for example, the values of 5 and 2, it means that whenever the price moves by 5 pips in our direction, stop gap increases by 2 pips. After reaching 50 pips of profit, the stop gap is 10 pips, and if the profit gets to 50 pips, the stop gap changes to 12 pips. After reaching 60 pips of profit, the stop gap will change to 14, and so on. Number of mini lots closed at profit stop entry indicates how many mini lots should be closed after reaching profit stop. This only works if you have set more than 1 mini lot. For example, if you have chosen 5 mini lots, you can close 2 and then work with the remaining 3. On the left side of the panel, we choose our currency pair that we want to trade and a type of order that should be used to open the trade. If we select an order other than the market order, we must specify the price at which the trade opens. Then we have to select in which open deal window should the trade be opened, whether it is a global open deal where there are all positions, or in another separate open deal window. We can also see the current bid and ask price of a currency pair. The button bid sell is for opening a short position, which means selling. The button ask buy is for opening a long position, in other words buying. And finally, taking the confirm deal checkbox determines if we want a confirmation before opening a position or if we want to open the position without it. Thank you for watching.